Hi,
Hello.
we're the Starling graduates.
We are.
Yes, we are indeed. This is our discussion about Deadpool.
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 Oh.
Oh.
So what you want to talk about?
Before
Deadpool wise.
before we actually get onto the film, the actual film itself.
Yeah,
Deadpool,
we'll talk about the film.
Let's briefly talk about the X-Men Origins thing. We kind of
Oh no.
Oh
no.
I don't want to. I'm like, people have done it enough over. Let's say we both know it's terrible, but at the same time, we kind of saw an inkling of what could be really good. Like with Deadpool.
Was Deadpool before he became
Like
Bulkman with
before they sewed his mouth shut and all stuff like that. There was
his arms.
There was.
How could those bleed?
I don't know. This thing, like, we don't need to go with that. What I want to kind of say with that is, with like Ryan Reynolds and some of the writing with that in X-Men Origins, there was good signs.
Yeah.
Like for the idea, like what's it?
I mean,
Ryan Reynolds. You could kind of see from there that he was pretty. He would fit the role really well. It was just like the writing for whilst he had his mouth open was pretty good.
Oh god, especially when it was sealed shut.
Yeah, but that's all I'm going to say about that. We just saw, like, because Ryan Reynolds has been campaigning to get that Deadpool out for ages, and to be honest, I think if anything,
is this one of the
release
films that have been released due to fans wanting this to happen?
because it was test footage that like some CGI test footage that it was only about a 2-minute scene,
and in the freeway.
The internet went on fire. Like the moment everyone went wild, and then after, like, people were ranting and raving about it, like how great it looked, and it was great. Like, even I boarded the hype train as well. I can't deny that.
I for one, I guess I was very much like, I don't mind Deadpool. Like I knew his character.
That's the thing. I knew his character. I haven't necessarily read. I've read some of the comic stuff and that, but not so. Pretty much like most comic book readers would have, say.
Yeah.
But I'm familiar enough with him that I find him a great character and a really great comedic vehicle.
Yeah.
And like, I think having the film done, like, especially like now with like comic book films being bigger than ever. Yeah. Like with so much production values being put into the film.
It is a market now.
Yeah, so I reckon if anything, it was better to have waited and have it done now than 10 years ago when comic book films were still very much struggling.
Oh god, yeah.
And the final result for this film was just fun. Just well written. It was well written. I would say intelligent to a degree, like as intelligent as you can be with as childish as this kind of humor. It is childish, quite a lot of it at the end of the day, but it's childish stuff done intelligently. Yeah, it's childish stuff done intelligently, basically. That's what kind of a lot of Deadpool's comedy is. Yeah. And obviously a lot of fourth wall breaks and stuff like that, and the whole acknowledgement of the idea that they are in the comics a comic, and then in the film a comic book film. Yes. Like there's the complete acknowledgement of that from Deadpool all the time. Less so the other characters. Yeah. But then again, that's always kind of been a thing anyway.
That is Deadpool.
Yeah, that's kind of been the thing. Like everyone's questioning him whilst he's talking to the audience, basically. Yeah. That's all the themes that make Deadpool are there. And Ryan Reynolds is perfect as Deadpool. Like, could you really think of anyone else playing Deadpool as well as he did?
I mean, in today's movie world, not really. I mean,
because he loves it. You can see he loves the character, and I've seen in interviews that he said he really, really does love the character, and you can see that in his role. He is having so much fun. Yeah. Like playing this.
You seen his the advert I think it was Sky.
I don't know. I know he appeared in honest trailers.
Was that actually him?
I believe it was. It sounded like him.
I think it was. I'm not sure. Yeah, but I saw that too. Like, yeah, that's a really good advert. Like, I really like that advert.
Yeah. But the plot. We'll get this over quick. The plot. It's simple. The simple bare bones because. What's kind of great about the film? It does have all the cliches that make up a superhero film, but yet it just rides on those cliches with fourth wall breaking childish glee.
Yeah.
Like when it comes coming towards the end fight scene, like there's the Francis and the woman are stood on top of the freighter in there, and then he's like superhero landing. He's gonna do a superhero landing.
I like that. But yeah,
not a hero either. The character, obviously, Deadpool.
I mean, obviously, Deadpool is technically meant to be like a blatant rip-off of Deathstroke from the DC comics.
He's a blend of kind of Deathstroke and Spider-Man, like they said, were the two biggest influences for the characters' physical creation.
Slade Wilson, Deathstroke, Wade Wilson, Deadpool.
That's part of the point with the character, though, really.
Yeah.
But
anyway, how do you
credits? Just
should we talk about what did you think about the actual? I think you've already said this in here, but what did you actually think about the actual, like, say, A, 4-4 jokes, B, all that stuff?
I loved it.
It was. See, like I mean, going into
I kind of like that comedy to a degree as it is.
To me, before I went to see the film, before I saw the film, I was under the impression that I might not like it as much as other people because A, I can deal with 4-4 jokes, I can deal with that kind of comedy, but I don't know if I could deal with it, like, based on that character.
Yeah, but Deadpool balanced it really, didn't they?
I think it did quite well, trying to make sure it wasn't gonna be like too in your face about stuff. Because I was a bit
it was in your face, but
you know what I mean.
All the time.
In that kind of, oh, please stop, please, you're annoying me.
No, as you see, like the other character is annoyed by it, but you yourself are not annoyed by the character. Which I'm bad with annoying characters and stuff like that. If there's an annoying character, say in a TV show or whatever, stuff like that, I don't generally like them. It's like, this is one reason why I don't watch like The Big Bang Theory and stuff like that. There's like two people who are written to be annoying characters, say, like for the sake of comedy, are just plain annoying to me. I find very few, say, like stupid or annoying, like intentionally annoying characters.
Are you talking about like people like Jar Jar Binks?
Kind of, yeah, but like there's better versions of that kind of character out there. But Jar Jar Binks, that's kind of like scraping the bottom of the barrel for those kinds, really.
Don't worry, we'll do that video at some point.
But yeah, it's very simple on plot. I love the advertisement campaign that came with it for like the Valentine's Day stuff. Yeah. That was brilliant. Just the advertising for this film really made it as well. Like, because it was all in that Deadpool kind of humour. Yeah. And I loved the jokes that they made, like about the budget being cut for the film as well. Like where he leaves his big bag of guns behind in the two most major fight scenes is because the companies, actually the producers, scaled back the budgets. Which is why there's quite smaller actors. Like the last scene was quite a big one, but then we've seen like the Avengers films, like you can get bigger.
Yeah.
Like there's bigger fight scenes than that in the Avengers series and stuff like that. But no, it was the jokes that they made about that kind of stuff were great. One of my favourite jokes is when he actually first goes and knocks on the mansion for the X-Men, and then she goes, Ripley from Alien 3. Fuck, you're old.
I like that scene at the end where it's like there's only 2 of you. It seems like they didn't have the budget to have the.
You want to say to get any other X-Men?
It's like
no, all the jokes. There's not really that many jokes. Is there really any jokes you remember that fall flat in the film?
At the top of my head, no. But I would need to watch the film again.
I've watched it about 3 or 4 times now because it's just so much fun to watch. But
I mean,
I don't think there's really any.
You kind of
jokes.
have to go into this film and sort of go, it's gonna be fun. Don't think it's gonna,
It's nothing revolutionary by any means.
No.
Like it's nothing special. It is just a fun, delightful film to enjoy. Mm. It's intelligent in how childish and silly it's being.
Yeah. No.
But you don't really have to think to really enjoy this film. You just ride along with it.
Yeah.
You ride along with it.
And that's how it needs to be.
Yeah.
Like for certain films.
It's like Mad Max, say, like you don't really need to think to understand that film. So there is the story definitely there. Like what's it? The basic premise, as you can basically see, it's just a car chase film. Get away from this guy, protect these people.
Yeah.
That's, but in a sense, the premise of the entire thing. If like you're gonna just sum it up quite easily, but then again, like if you can want to watch it like that, you can. But then there is also like there's pieces around in the film where you can actually build the story together and figure it out for yourself, but you don't have to do that. You can just because the action film, the film is basically dumb entertainment done intelligently, which is also what Deadpool is. Yeah, I can see that. What's happening?
And what you like, basically either start what you're saying again or end what you're saying.
Basically, like with Mad Max, it's done very, very cleverly, even though you do not need to think to watch it.
Yeah.
It's dumb stuff done intelligently. That is what that's what Deadpool definitely is, and
yeah,
I loved it. So gore, like let's say the action and stuff.
The
like
action
that.
and gore.
It was 15 rated. Was it? Was it not?
It was. Oh well, it was definitely rated R. Put it this way. Maybe. Not the first rated R movie, comic book movie. Screw you.
It's all about Blade.
Blade came first.
But the action and the gore, like for like a 15, it wasn't originally meant to be at 18, I believe. It could have possibly been, but I swear it was a 15 that I saw for the rating for it. It wasn't as gory like as I was expecting it to be. I suppose but like accounting for the nudity, like by part of it in the script.
Yeah, you got to sort of like think about like the fact that it's to be a rated R / 15. It needs to be there needs to be other elements. Like there are other elements to put into like
the
what
language,
nudity, like all that kind of stuff.
It's
not just the violence.
The action though is great. Like a little memorable piece of action is when he Deadpool cuts a guy's head off and then kicks it into another soldier.
Oh yeah.
And then he teabags another soldier and that. Cop shots a few of them. One of them was like in
god, the guy that got killed, but he was hanging outside the thing, and then the barn that flips over, and you just see his body just smack.
What? Into the ground, or
yeah?
Or is it
as the truck's rolling?
I never quite. I think my eyes are all over the action bit because I never.
No, like he's outside the thingy, like outside the van or the truck, whatever they're in.
Does he get? I'm sure he gets thrown out.
Gets shot. He's hanging there, and then the thing just flips. You just see him just being like smacked.
Does he not get? I swear he gets thrown out and he gets smashed off of a sign.
I think that's someone else, but that is in it. I don't know. I thought unless I'm making things up, like in my head.
I don't know. I'm not 100%, but.
Yeah.
People got hurt in that scene. We can definitely agree with that. Like someone got the head cut off with the chain off of a bloody motorbike. Like that was quite cool. I mean, I was like when he pulls out like the cigarette lighter, and that's what the cigarette lighter thing, sticks it on the guy's forehead, and then when he opens his mouth to scream, sticks it in there and says, "I've never said this, but don't swallow."
Yeah, I remember that.
And the hat, like after he's cut his hand off and stuff like that, and he's back in the. Of course, it's gonna feel huge in this thing. The comedy is just so twisted, demanding, and childish, but God, it's lovely.
Yeah.
But yeah, the action is really, really great. At times, particularly with the end fight scene, you can see the CG. Like with some of the kicks, like the jump kicks, you can see the CG. That's, if anything, I'd say that's probably nitpicking a bit more than anything.
Yeah, but still,
the film makes up.
All films will need to have something. No film's gonna be perfect, but yeah.
I'm definitely not gonna take anything away from it just for those little bits, because they weren't that often.
Yeah.
The effects for the most part held up solidly. They were really, really good. Colossus, he was really, really cool. I loved Colossus. And Negasonic Teenage Warhead, that's a cool name. And the person that they got for it as well, she looks drop dead gorgeous like that. And she's also badass as hell.
Yeah.
I swear the person, she has done modelling prior, I believe, because I did see something.
I don't know.
Right, because when she had longer hair and stuff like that, she still the short hair. She still looks fantastic. And I like when you actually first get to see her powers, and then Deadpool was just like, "Oh, I so pity the guy that pressures her into prom sex."
Yeah, I remember that. Oh God. But yeah. Anything else?
Let's talk about the other characters a bit more.
Oh yeah.
Deadpool. We've talked about Deadpool enough, I'd say.
Who else is there?
His girlfriend, the prostitute, who she was a prostitute when they started, at least.
Was she?
Yeah, she was a prostitute, and then they fell madly in love, and that the scenes between them having their the Chinese New Year, Valentine's Day and stuff like that. The National Women's Day one was the funniest when she pulls out her goddamn strap on.
Yeah, it's no.
Said no. And she was a great character as well. They're just both these strange people with a sick, twisted sense of humour. They're damaged, but they work for each other perfectly. And the love between it's convincing between these two characters, and that, isn't it? It's very convincing. You can see these two characters definitely do work very well with each other. I liked Weasel as well. The guy, he's the guy in the bar. He's the barman. Yeah.
I was about to say, what do you think of him?
Yeah, I really did like him as well. When he's trying to give persuade someone, it's like, oh come on, it can't be that bad. And he pulls the hood back, and he's like, oh. And he's, you look like a ugly, an avocado got fucked by an even uglier avocado. And it wasn't normal sex, it was pure hate fucking, something was wrong with the relationship.
It was something along the lines of that.
So you should star in your own horror movies, because you look like Freddy Krueger face fucked a topographical map of Utah.
God. But yeah.
The writing is fantastic for the film, though. The writing is really, really fun. And Weasel, great. Well, the name suits the character. He's kind of he placed a bet on his own friend, for God's sake, for him to die in the Deadpool.
Oh yeah.
The villain as well.
What's his name?
They made it Francis. Ajax was the villain name, but his real name was Francis. And he was very British. He was very British. He was stereotypical, but that was kind of the point, really.
Yeah.
It was a stereotype. I think it was a kind of mocking, in a sense, Tom Hiddleston's kind of range of actors, because British villain, sophisticated British villains and all stuff that, kind of bollocks. Although he weren't really sophisticated. This one, he was more
broody.
Like Cockney.
Not broody.
Cockney, like.
Brawler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cockney brawler kind of type. Definitely not sophisticated. Well, actually, I don't know. Like,
He was
to a degree, yes, but not like, say, Loki or other kind of characters like that.
Yeah.
But no, that was definitely kind of a piss take or a satire of the stereotypical British villain kind of thing. The villain there.
Blind woman?
Well, the blind. Oh,
Yes.
the blind woman. See, that's what. That's when it was like. It's like the sort of the anti-moral in a sense. What you've just reminded me of there. It's like you know where like they have those nice moments in superhero fight. Like she says, go love is blind and stuff like that. People could leave it on that, but then he defeats that and goes, no, you're blind.
Oh yeah. I forgot.
Like he kind of defeats those kind of things there, and that's another thing I forgot that I loved about the character. He defeats those kind of the nice stereotypical.
Yeah.
Things like that, love is blind, all those kind of things. No, they fuck those over, and that's great. It's great to see. And the blind woman, hilarious. She is.
She is very funny.
Yeah, she loves cocaine, or she misses it so much. And we'll see that. I like was it just as like Deadpool's just gone off to for the final fight scene, and then as Weasel, and then so just look, you want to get fucked up? You know what his intentions are. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else? I mean,
I'm not too sure really. I think. Oh well. The taxi driver. We can't forget about him. The taxi driver. Oh, he like what's it there? Sorry, there he goes again with like another thing where he's defeating kind of like the superhero idea is that like the most superheroes would like have kind of give them the like moralistic viewpoint. Say like if it was Captain America doing it, stuff like that, it'd say win with your heart and stuff like that. Deadpool's no kidnap her. No, what's it? Or kidnap her? What's it? Is the competition basically, and well, just get rid of him and then kidnap her. Kidnap her and just basically live a happy life. And yeah, he defeats the idea of a superhero. Like I swear, there's a comic where he actually kills the Marvel universe, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. I read it.
Was it good?
It's quite good.
I do need to start reading. I've read one. I can't remember which one, but I've read one of the Marvel Zombie comics.
Oh, yeah, I've seen some of those.
Actually, no, wait, sorry. It was the Marvel Army of Darkness crossover.
Oh, right. No, I've not watched. Read some of the zombie ones. They're quite bad. No, they're not quite bad. They're quite good. What am I saying?
Well, they tried zombies with Star Wars as well. Yeah. Like I read that. That was.
You can't really do. I feel like you can't do that really.
Like not in say like the sense you'd see with The Walking Dead at least. Like at least the human version of it. There'd have to be kind of an alien variety. And I think they did try to twist it in with alien thing. But at the end of the day, I think it was like Wookiee zombies were part of it, stuff like that. Yeah, I know. Well, I think that's everything I need to say about Deadpool. Really thinking about it now. Well, that's all the interesting characters you need to talk about. We talked about.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun film.
Oh, remarkably fun.
If you haven't watched What's Wrong With You, go and watch
it.
But anyway,
it grossed more than many films.
But anyway, that was our discussion on Deadpool.
What do we do next time? Something
we haven't really decided.
We'll decide.
If you like this, like it,
and share it, and favourite it. Do all those nice things.
Lovely things.
And we will see you on the next one.
So, bye.
I hate all of you.